Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And some things are just amazing in life, and some things are the best in Spiel. And that's what this video is. I was like, where's my segue going? It's going there. So it's going to follow my brain to the best in show.
We are talking about our pick for the best in show, the 5 games that we think were the best at the show for different reasons. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to combine a few things in terms of like a reaction from the rest of the show, our impression of the game, our
how many people we saw around bringing a box of that
game. Home. Yeah, our feeling of the game playing it as well. So these different things are going to feed into this list of 5 amazing games.
But before you want to discover these 5 games, you hit the subscribe button.
Do the thing. Do the thing that we like.
Yes, please.
That's the best thing that I can think of.
And after you've done it, we can go into the episode.
Let's go.
Rolling dice, feeling nice, cardboard dreams and game schemes. Click subscribe, it's a vibe. Board Stupid's all we need. Board Stupid, game reviews for you and me. Board Stupid, here's what you should play and see.
Okay, Wayne, for the first one, it's a game that when sold out basically in minutes at the show, and I saw so many people carrying that box around, and it's a game that wasn't on our most anticipated list, and we're talking about going under the sea, under the sea,
under the sea, under the sea.
Clean all the oceans, blah, 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 under the sea. With Endeavour Deep Sea. Endeavour the Sea. Endeavour Deep Sea. Oh, we're keeping that in the video.
Oh yes, we definitely do.
It's an exploration game where you're going to be exploring different diving spots, hiring research teams to explore the oceans, doing research, sustainable research projects, trying to fix and work on, preserve the fragile balance of marine life. This game is a wonderful production by the same team that did Endeavour Age of Sail.
Yes, that was a massive, massive hit.
Yes, and and I love everything about this game. I love the look of it, the feel of it, the tech tracks, the exploration vibe, and holy moly, this game was successful. It went gangbusters. It completely flew off the shelves and was gone. The Grand Gamers Guild stand was completely sold out.
Yeah, like
within
bravo.
seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, just as an honourable mention on this one already was also Tirna Nog, which is also a shout for best in show in this area because they sold out of that as well.
It was on the first day at lunchtime. It was already gone, and I was really sad because we wanted to get a copy and we couldn't. So hopefully we're gonna get a copy in the future. We're gonna talk about it. But yes, Endeavour Deep Sea definitely get our first spot in the top 5.
Matt, tossing it to you for number 4 in Best in Show.
Number 4, a little bit of Italy in here.
Italy. It's 9 a.m. and I've already kissed 8 guys twice.
With Aris Game and Paolo Mori, they brought us Altay. And guys, what a game it is. I know you were talking about before going to Spiel a little bit about the game, about like, oh, it looks amazing, the idea behind of this like area control and
civilization building, little tech tree kind of thing.
But actually being there at the table, boom, like I was obsessed, and we both were obsessed with this game.
Absolutely.
So it basically, as you say, it adds like civilization and territorial control and in battling with different faction, all like in the fantasy realm. So you got the elves, you got the dwarves, you got the orcs, and each one is deeply asymmetrical,
which is completely unexpected. I didn't know that it was had asymmetry in it.
Yeah.
And the asymmetry is quite profound.
It is because you're gonna have some of the races that are more into the technology. So they're gonna develop, for example, how to build houses or buildings faster, or the ones are more for fight.
And they're gonna come and expand really quick.
So it's very different, and the potential that this game has to become what Root was in the past it's there. It's real.
New
The game
factions,
itself is really, really good.
Yeah, you can certainly imagine new factions, new cards coming out with different asymmetrical powers, and the new map maybe to go and explore as well as part of that.
But the game itself,
super.
You don't need to wait for the expansion.
No, you don't. Don't do that. It's and especially that it's not even heavy. It's like a light to medium.
Medium.
Lightish, medium-ish deck building area, sort of exploration game. And what a fantastic hit from Paolo Mori. Wonderful stuff. We can't wait for our copy to arrive at these shores. For number 3, we have Explorers of Navoria, which was actually one of my most anticipated picks. And when we went to go and speak to Will, and you'll see our interview with Will from Dandra Games, all about all of their amazing releases, including Explorers of Navoria. Holy moly, this game was popular, and as they were digging into it, and as Will was digging into it with us, I just completely fell in love with this game. And I cannot wait, again, to get my copy as soon as it arrives here. Will. And we'll see where we go from there. We spoke to Tom as well from the crew, who sat down and played a ton of Explorers of Navoria, and he was obsessed with it to the point where this was his favourite game of the show as well, Matt.
And I see why. We talked about before, and then seeing it there in action. It actually say, you were right. You were right.
This guy was right.
I had to say, and let me talk about like the artwork and the art style of the game. It's been probably one of my favorite in this top 5 list goes to Navoria, because it was just looks stunning, and again, it's a great game. So
some really cool stuff. Will. Really cool stuff. I'm just quickly talk. You don't know the game. Really cool stuff with pulling tokens out of the bag. Then those tokens also being explorers that can go out, and then having different powers at different locations, which sort of encourages you to go and explore, because the more people that do a certain thing, the weaker it gets. Really cool game. Can't wait to get a copy.
Yes, will.
So, Matt, we've been all over the place. We've been in the sea. We've been in history in the past. We've been in a fantasy land.
Yeah.
But where haven't we been?
Well, we haven't been in space.
And it's about time.
So we need to put a space game.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds.
However, this is not sci-fi. Again, it's sci without the fi, and we're talking about SETI. Sorry, it sounded too good.
It sounded too good. From SETI Games Edition.
We're talking about SETI from CGE. Amazing game. This Euro wider game of space exploration based on real science, while you're still trying to find extraterrestrial life.
What a fantastic game. This game gives you a sense of exploration where partway through the game, you're going to get entirely new rules that will just happen because you have found alien life. And that will do could be a bunch of different things. We'll give you new scoring opportunities. We'll add different cards that are more powerful than the standard cards. It'll give you more opportunities to do more powerful combos and chaining, which is amazing as well. You have an amazing production for that game.
Still amazing.
It's significantly big.
Yeah.
Huge board with a rotating centerpiece, which interacts with the gameplay tokens in a really interesting way, sort of potentially moving your satellites and probes around the board, which is really interesting as well. Gosh, there's a lot to talk about with this game. Multi-use cards, which I love as a concept, which is brilliant. Text that you can upgrade your player board with to make your things more efficient. What a game.
It's a pretty wide game.
Yeah, lots going on.
Towards the heavy side.
Yeah, it's a
even if during your turn you basically take one action of the one available, and you got some free action, so it keeps it quite streamlined,
relatively snappy.
Again, there is a lot. It's not a game. It's not a lighter game. No. It's not something that you pull out and say, "Oh, I got half an hour. Let's go play." No, probably not. However, this game is amazing, and it demonstrates that it's amazing that people have been playing it, have been buying this game up to the CG sold out every single copy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is this ain't a light game, so that's a huge achievement for a game that is absolutely fantastic, and that is SETI.
Yeah, we can't wait to play. I can see the box.
The box is right there. We're setting up and playing it again after this. So yeah.
All right, and for our number one,
Numero uno.
it's probably what we already said is gonna be one of our next favorite game for the future. It's a game that sold, I don't know, probably 10 million copy at HBO.
Buckets.
It's a game that is designed by Raya Knizia.
Yeah.
And Mr. Knizia was there on the stand to sign the copy. And the queue for the signing was, I don't know, miles.
It was
literally
ridiculous.
miles. And we're talking about
Rebirth.
Rebirth from Mighty Boards.
What a fabulous game. So this game, Matt, I can't even explain the success it seemed to have.
Yeah.
They had so many tables, Mighty Boards, all full of Rebirth.
Yes.
Rammed full the entire weekend. Not a single space to be found.
I do know why.
Why?
Because it's an amazing game.
That's why. It's an amazing game.
It's tile placement games in a very it's a simple game, but where you only have to place one tile at a time, but that single things that you do with that tile got so much strategy behind that you will feel amazed about this game.
So much potential. It does a sort of typical Dr. Knizia type thing where you're trying to do as much as you can with one tile.
One little thing.
Yeah, and you can potentially, with one tile, change the area control of one of the castles, which will flip it, and then it will also maybe get you like a mission to complete, and it will also give you like a majority to give you some points if you've created like a cluster of energy or farm tiles. Really, really cool with how that works. It is to some extent derivative of some of the other stuff that Knizia has done, but that's no bad thing because this is done in a beautiful production.
Production is absolutely stunning.
Stunning, like no plastic.
All in rewood, yeah, exactly.
Rewood components, no plastic to be found in the box. The only thing that was like a degradable, made of whatever, gel
steel
bag.
Yeah.
Phenomenally, elegantly simple rules. Can be taught in 10 minutes and played in 45 minutes.
And that's the beauty. It's a game that if you want to play it in a relaxed way, absolutely fine, because you explain it in 10 minutes and then you start playing, but it got so much strategy and depth in what you can do that if you want to play really competitive, this is gonna be something you're gonna enjoy.
Absolutely. As we always say on the show, our main consideration is fun, and Rebirth is fun as hell.
It's fun. That's why it's the number one.
That's why it's number one. So those were our 5 picks for the best in show. Matt, what a list of games.
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of honourable mentions that we didn't add to this list.
Absolutely.
There was Eterna, that looks absolutely fantastic, from Martin Wallace and Aris Games.
Again, completely full the whole weekend.
It looks, again, speaking with the guys, is sitting something a little bit less than Brass of Birmingham.
Yeah.
But that kind of spot, or it's less complex, but still quite engaging and chunky. So that is a very, very nice Euro that's going to come up in the next few weeks. I think next 6 weeks, if I remember right. So start of 2025, we're going to dig into that as well.
Absolutely.
And then Battalion.
Battalion, War of the Ancients as well, by Osprey Games. The kind of war game, but on cardboard tiles.
Yeah.
So really interesting concept, again, by Paolo Mordi, who's done a really fantastic, had a great year this
great year, mate.
Great year for Paolo, fantastic stuff. But utilising tiles as one of the armies of historical note to then manoeuvre around the board in different ways. You've got different, you have action tokens that you can use. You can go all in with all of them, but then you're leaving yourself open to a counterattack. So, or you can spread it around between your different units. Some really clever and interesting strategic decisions made there. And I think Simon from the team was incredibly surprised by that game. He did not think he'd like it, and actually came out of it really enjoying it.
It is, and what I will describe it with is Warhammer, which cardboard.
Warhammer with cardboard, and not played in 4 hours. Played in a shorter time frame. So this looks fantastic, and just one of many brilliant games that were very successful.
And again, well done to everyone at the show, and we saw so many fantastic games. So Yeah.
Well done to you. And if you want to see us talk about all of those fantastic games and much, much more, then please make sure you hit the subscribe button and, of course, like this video. It helps with the sacrifices to the great algorithm god. Check out, yes, praise be to he. Check out the rest of our content and we'll catch you again real soon. Ciao.
Game reviews for you and me. Wants to be